His voice carried the weight of longing. His words painted pictures of love, loss, and the land he called home. Gordon Lightfoot wasn't just Canada's troubadour, he was one of the greatest songwriters of all time. From ballads of heartbreak to epic tales of tragedy at sea, his music echoes far beyond the waters of the Great Lakes. This is the story of Gordon Lightfoot, a man whose songs became timeless echoes on the water. Gordon Meredith Lightfoot Jr. was born in 1938 in Orillia, Ontario, a small town north of Toronto. His upbringing was modest, but music was everywhere. His mother noticed his talent early, encouraging him to sing in church choirs and local festivals. As a teenager, he learned guitar and piano, soaking in the country music, folk traditions, and the popular songs of the day. Music quickly became more than a hobby. It was his path out of small town life. By the 1950s, Lightfoot had moved to Toronto, chasing his dream of becoming a professional musician. Toronto in the 1960s was alive with folk music, and Lightfoot quickly became a key figure. But before he found fame as a performer, he made his mark as a songwriter. Early Morning Rain and For Loving Me were picked up by major acts like Peter, Paul and Mary, Ian and Sylvia, and even Elvis Presley. His songs carried a raw honesty that connected instantly. In 1966, he was signed to United Artists and released his debut album, Lightfoot, cementing his place as one of the most promising young voices in folk. The turning point came in 1970 with the haunting ballad, If You Could Read My Mind. Born from the heartbreak of a failing marriage, the song became a worldwide hit, reaching the US top 10. Lightfoot was suddenly an international star, but he remained deeply rooted in Canada. His lyrics balanced the universal and the personal, stories of love, heartbreak, freedom, and the landscapes that shaped him. Through the 1970s, his output was staggering. Sundown, Carefree Highway, Rainy Day People. Bob Dylan called him one of the greatest songwriters alive. For many, he was the quiet poet of North America. In November 1975, tragedy struck on Lake Superior when the SS Edmund Fitzgerald sank, taking all 29 crewmen with her. Lightfoot, moved by the disaster, transformed the news story into a ballad that read like both history and elegy. The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald became one of the most powerful works, a song that honoured the lives of the lost while turning a moment of tragedy into art. It proved that Lightfoot was not only a master of love songs, also a chronicler of human stories, carrying them forward in melody and verse. But behind the music, Lightfoot was no stranger to struggle. The pressures of fame, endless touring, and personal demons weighed heavily on him. Through the 1970s and 80s, alcohol became a growing problem. His relationships often suffered. Yet, even in his darkest moments, he continued to write and perform, driven by an unshakable devotion to music. In the early 2000s, he nearly died from a severe abdominal hemorrhage, spending weeks in a coma. Many thought his career was over, but against all odds, Lightfoot recovered and returned to the stage, thinner, frailer, but still carrying that unmistakable voice. His resilience became part of his legacy, inspiring fans as much as his songs did. Even in later years, Lightfoot never stopped touring. Into his 80s, he played shows across Canada and the US, often to sold-out crowds. His dedication to the craft, to being a working musician, never wavered. In May 2023, Gordon Lightfoot passed away at the age of 84. Tributes poured in from around the world. To Canadians, he was a national treasure. To musicians, a songwriter, and to fans everywhere, a voice of honesty, beauty, and melancholy. Songs like If You Could Read My Mind, Sundown, Carefree Highway, and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald continue to resonate, and they are more than songs. They are echoes of time and place, carried forward by a man who believed in the power of words and melody. Gordon Lightfoot's music will outlive us all. Timeless, echoes on the water. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see more stories from the world of music, and let me know in the comments any suggestions you'd like to see next. This has been Signals of Sound, tuning out.